It is one of the best times to start playing or come back to Raid Shadow Legends. Raid offers new players and existing players the opportunity to collect various champions over various factions, each with incredibly detailed designs. You can join clans with your friends, battle it out in many modes, PvP to the extreme in Tag Arena, Live Arena and the Classic Arena. Getting W's at the click of a screen or a swipe of a screen, especially as the game is available for iOS and Android and on PC, which I'm playing at the moment. That's my most favourite place to play. Now, just before we battle out in some modes of the game, Raid are giving away something amazing for brand new players. And that is, players have waited for this for over 3 years, and yes, Ninja, the legendary strong champion, is once again redeemable in Raid Shadow Legends. He's one of the all-time strongest legendaries ever released in Raid Shadow Legends. It's a super limited edition champion, and Raid brought him back for a limited time only. So what do you need to do in order to get Ninja? Simply download Raid using my link in the description or use the QR code on screen right now. Then enter promo code Ninja Returns. Now the promo code is available to new players only after downloading the game with my link, but for old players there's good news. Rejoice, as you can get Ninja through a loyalty program in game, also using my link. So yeah, go and check out the link. If you stop playing the game, then come back. This is the best time to come back, and I'm going to be talking as well as me. I've come back to the game to play several times. Also for larger increments of time each time, so just make sure to use the link or the QR code first to take you there. Please do that. But it doesn't stop there. Raid are giving away some fantastic free things just by clicking the link in the description or scanning my QR code in the top left hand corner. You're supporting me and supporting the channel, so please do that, and thank you very much for doing so. But did you know, if you're a new player to the game, you get a fantastic starter pack featuring Epic Champion Ultimate Gallic, a great reduced turn meter champion, but also, after reaching level 15, Epic Zargala. This is going to be really good to complement your Ultimate Gallic, so make sure to do that. So get all that free just by clicking my link in the description or scanning the QR code. And yes, as I said a moment ago, I did do a very limited series on YouTube where I covered returning back to the game, spending 20,000 energy in the process and showcasing that I made some gains from when I started and came back for those 2 months that I worked hard. Over the years, you've probably heard the name Raid Shadow Legends mentioned a lot, and you can at least say to yourself like, well, we finally played it by hitting that link in the description. Now Raid, as well as giving away Ninja as a champion to you, are also giving away fantastic prizes. First of all, download and register to Raid from the link in the description and the QR code as mentioned earlier. Head to wefinallyplayedit.editplarium.com after downloading with the link. Once there, you'll need to enter your Raid player ID. Then you just need to record yourself playing the game and upload the video, or link to already made content to the event website with the Plarium filters and hashtag. Any user heads to the website can view the submissions and vote for the favourite one. The 12 submissions with the most votes will win some great prizes, including a handheld gaming console, a drone, a VR headset, and Amazon gift cards worth up to $2,000. Everyone else will be entered into a prize draw for some valuable in-game loot for Raid Shadow Legends. And that's it. Turn on your camera like I am, play Raid, record it, and then, you know, send it on in. You never know what could happen. You could win some incredible prizes and as well have fun playing Raid Shadow Legends. Now here we are in game. It's always great returning back to Raid, especially as there's a great program always out there to get returning players back into it. For example, Siege Gift. Siege Gift, as well as some of the other gifts that you can find in limited special offers, can really help out players returning. Whether or not it's providing you with some rank up chickens, which in particular they're quite good, and as well energy, which helps out as well. There's also things when it comes to like regular packs to claim, and also more. There's a lot of things that I've claimed over the last 24 hours or longer than that since coming back that are going to aid me in my process. Let's collect all these fantastic things. And one thing, if you are a new player, make sure to develop your mine. Mine's a full mine at the moment, which is indeed helping me out in getting some more of those lovely gems, which are your premium currency. Amazingly detailed champions. I'm a big fan of high elves, I think more so because, hey, who doesn't like elves? And of course, who doesn't like the amazing design that the art team has put in? Right, one last chance. We go for a Void Shard and try to get ourselves a fantastic legendary. Oh, it is going to be a rare, but we'll take that. One thing that I'm a big fan of is doing daily quests, which help out with your weekly quests and then help out with your monthly quests, which you can see right here. Especially when it gives you a chance at a Sacred Shard, which, let's face it, gives you the best opportunity to get an epic or a legendary champion. And some of my epic and legendary champions, more so my legendary champions, have seen me through some very difficult content in game and are the ones that I put the most effort into. But I also shouldn't take away from the fact that there's some amazing rare champions and lower that can help you battle through some of the game's more difficult content, and as well bosses, clan bosses, and other modes that the game has. And one thing that I've been particularly passionate about is getting my Great Hall improved. A lot of the time you'll see teams like this being able to absolutely decimate some of the enemies in things like Arena. And of course you'll pick up these medals across the way. Next missions is indeed to get this Great Hall affinity bonuses improved. Of course there's a lot more I should be doing, but this game is a marathon and it's not a sprint, as one person, an old content creator in Raid Shadow Legends, once said. For a lot of new players and as well those that are old that haven't really considered this, the Reddit or subreddit for Raid Shadow Legends is a fantastic resource and place to go to in order to get help when it comes to champions. Back a little while ago when I was doing my series, I put in a few kind of questions as to how to improve, and a lot of information was there in order to help me improve along the way. There's also other resources as well. I'll put links to those in the description. Very helpful places, whether or not you're trying to find out how to do a piece of content, or indeed some of the best champions. One of the biggest problems I had was actually doing a good amount of consistent damage against the clan boss, in particular Demon Lord, which I struggled for a large length of time because I didn't really understand the best team to set up that I had at the time. Now that I have one of the best teams, I can now set myself up for success rather than failure, and that is really important to help out my clan, but also help myself out. And of course during this fight I can either choose to be manually playing this or indeed take charge by taking it off of auto and selecting the attacks for my champions. So apart from doing this, I also like setting up with strategy, and that's something that ticks a lot of boxes when it comes to Raid. Like I can look at one of the best teams, worst teams, speak to the community, get ideas, try out my own thing, see if they succeed, they fail, and that's the great thing about the game. Experimentation, trying to find the best counters, trying to find the best options, but also pairing up these champions with amazing gear. And a lot of time you have to be very specific on that. The same thing with masteries and also other elements of these champions. So the team has been battling now for 14 minutes. They've done nearly 15 million damage. They might even go the distance to completely down the boss. And there we have it. The team didn't quite go the distance, but still did nearly 17 million damage. And this was the team: Doom Priest, Jarrig, Apothecary, Prince Kaimar, Skull Crusher. Love all these champions being used really effectively and yeah, just decent. Whether it's constant healing from Apothecary and Doom Priest, and it's kind of like my ultimate survivability team, complete with Skull Crusher, who does exactly that, and damage from Prince Kaimar with the poisons. Hey, it's a nice team. And also I've got speed inbuilt into this, so that's another kind of key element. Speed, very important. Now, of course, there's tons more modes like the Doom Tower, which allows you, the further you climb, to get some fantastic rewards from it. But I would say to any new player coming to the game, it would be important to get a champion up to the strongest you can. Go and blast through normal, go and blast through until you cannot get any further. Then consider bringing in other champions that are able to help out. Look at guides and information as to some of the best ones, and in particular, create a team together that can cover all bases, whether it's heal reduction, healing, whether it's poison, whether it's any other kind of damaging debuff that you can do, and also other elements of building out your champions. One thing that I learnt very quickly was that when you get to your champions, go and build up those lovely speed-based weaponry, and there's lots of recommendations of weaponry to have or artifacts to add, and then, you know, rank up your champions, improve their stats. And stats are going to be important, especially that speed stat very early on in the game. So if you're old or new, you can come back or start playing Raid Shadow Legends. Simply click my link in the description or scan my QR code to get insane bonuses available only via the link. Now you must use my link and also just click it in general just to support the channel, as you'll immediately get a huge starter pack with an epic champion, Ultimate Gallic, from the Orc faction. He's incredibly strong and has the ability to reduce the turn meter. Overall, a really strong epic champion. And also you'll get a starter pack after reaching level 15, so make sure to push through, including Epic Zagala from the Orcs as well. She's a Force Affinity support epic, and you'll definitely need it in your collection as she's a good couple up with Ultimate Gallic. You can find me in the Alliance Blade Swords. I'm sure we'll have a few members available. And thanks very much for watching this video. Thanks to Raid for sponsoring and supporting. And also yourselves. Come back to Raid, start playing Raid. It's a lot of fun. Thanks for watching, and see you soon. Bye-bye.